And welcome to this cast. My name is Alma. I'll be casting this game for the Epicenter Kaipi Epicenter match, and it will be between Team Mastodon and Team Band of Misfits version 2, because version 1 was apparently not that good. So version 2. Let's look at the bands that are starting out now. Seems like Radiant still have. We're starting with a Dire band. The band the Invoker, and let's see what team I'm gonna go with. Nyx Assassin's banned out, so maybe I'm feeling the Radiant might consider taking some sort of Pugna or maybe OD because they have a ban against Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin is pretty good against these heroes. Let's see, now it's time. Isn't it odd for Dire to have both first pick and side selection? Isn't usually like Radiant has first pick and Dire has the choice of location? Oh well, we'll find out anyway. Let's see what they're gonna go with next here. Nyx Assassin ban, not often a hero you see banned, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes for them. Weird. It is a little weird, isn't it? Check out the symbol Mastodon. They banned the Lone Druid, so they don't want to go up against a annoying push hero kind of type. Of course, with teams they've never heard of before, and probably okay, they banned the Tinker. Nature's Prophet picked up. Okay, so they want to go for some sort of split push. Well, he's probably going to be an offlane Nature's Prophet. I doubt we're going to see. We might see some cheese actually. You never know. I mean, this is the first game I'm guessing for. I bet Void is picked. We'll see. Yesterday I saw a game where Medusa was being played on the cliff, and she would farm like insanely well on just ancient farming Medusa, and it worked. She planted tangos around her, that Ironwood branch, and she just forced herself on top of a cliff. So we see Nature's Prophet being picked. Starting out for the Faceless Void. Well picked by Benjios, and of course Sakarat Mage picked with him. This is a very old combination that we used to see between Chronosphere as well as the Mystic Flare, where Void would throw the Chronosphere and Sakarat Mage would throw the Mystic Flare right on top of him, and sorry for sneezing, and yeah, they'd get a few kills like that. So very well predicted by Benjios, man. That was a good one. So yeah, with Faceless Void and Skyrath Mage, also gives them a very good amount of lane control from the Skyrath Mage. I don't know Faceless Void how he feels compared to before. I like the old version, but the new version seems pretty good. Vengeful Spirit, nice counter pick because it's able to take people out of both the Chronosphere as well as the Mystic Flare. Earth Spirit's being banned out. Well, Zeus is banned out. Okay, the bans are coming much faster than before. Overall, I'm liking the Radiant draft a little bit more right now. OD has been taken. They don't want any sort of wombo combo. If you put OD with the Faceless Void double ultis, would be very dangerous for them to go against. But yeah, I feel like Nature's Prophet. We'll have to wait and see. Sven is banned out. You'd think Sven would stay in the draft because Faceless Void can kind of control him a little bit, but oh well, he is banned. Now we're going to go to see what the Radiant are going to take with this. I don't know if they're going to go for some sort of massive team fight. They do need something to take out Nature's Prophet. A person like, what's his name, Spirit Breaker would be actually pretty good against him if they can get that. They pick instead the Death Prophet, so they have that mid laner. Death Prophet, I guess she kind of works okay with the Chronosphere. I'm not really sure. Of course, with Exorcism you can push pretty damn fast, and they do have very good team fight. Dire pick gonna be coming out next here. What are they gonna go for? They're up against. I'm guessing they. I don't think it's going to be. I mean, there's no way it's Nature's Prophet mid, so they still need a mid laner as well as a carry. A good support against this would be. Dazzle wouldn't be so bad if someone's calling the Chronosphere, but you already have Vengeful Spirit, so I don't think they're going to go both Dazzle and Vengeful Spirit. What other heroes are there? The thing about this is you can't actually see the hero pool, so you can't remember all the heroes that you've seen, which is kind of unfortunate. But they're really taking their time with this last pick. Well, not last pick, but their third pick, actually. I feel like they're not quite sure what they want to do now because of the Radiant pickups. because there's a good mix of physical and magical damage coming out from the Skyrat and the Death Prophet. Faceless Void, he's more played as an initiator these days than anything else, so he's probably going to go to the off lane, so there's a chance there might be another carry. And yeah, they're definitely taking their time in this one. Only 35 seconds left. Dragon Knight picked up. Very tanky guy, good against both the Faceless Void and Death Prophet. Their physical damage from the Exorcism as well as Faceless Void right click is not going to hurt him so much. Well, I mean, and I guess he can do pretty well in the mid lane against the Death Prophet. You know, Breathe Fire against Swarm seems like a pretty good combination. You know, both should be able to farm relatively well in the mid lane. But I don't know. Is that going to be enough for them for late game? We're going to find out soon. Radiant's turn to pick. We don't see Dragon Knight picked up much these days. I mean, he was very popular at one point, but nowadays I guess he just doesn't do enough damage for a lot of teams. Good against taking towers. They do have both the Dragon Knight and the Nature's Prophet, so there is quite a lot of ability to both push and split push with these two. And again, Gyrocopter being picked up. Like we said, I was thinking if they're going to go for more like wombo combo. Now they have Call Down to add to the Faceless Void. Rocket, what's it called? No, Rocket Flare. Flank Cannon is also really good because you can hit people inside the Chrono just because his range increases. So it's pretty scary actually to add that to the combination. And it is magic damage, so it's pretty good against Dragon Knight, who has a ton of physical damage here. But his edge people isn't that amazing. It doesn't gain that much strength. Enigma picked up. That's actually kind of scary because they do have both two silences as well as the Chronosphere. It seems rather greedy and very risky, which also means that we probably still need to see a a carry needs to be picked, I think, or a mid. Assuming Dragon Knight can do both. Nature's Prophet is going to go offlane, Enigma is going to jungle, so Vengeful Spirit is going to support whoever goes top with her. Interesting draft. I don't know if, for some reason, I feel like I'm way more in favor of the Radiant this game. Bounty Hunter is banned because they don't want him to interfere with Enigma jungling. Also, later on, he can stop the Nature's Prophet from split pushing, so good pick up. Juggernaut is banned out. Phoenix, so much team fight. Holy, the amount of team fight coming out from the Radiant side is insane. They're just doing all they can to secure their early game. With a Phoenix pick as well, it's looking pretty damn risky for the Dire side. What's the last pick going to be? I don't know. I mean, looking at the draft like right now, Mastodon's esports seem like they're in a bit of trouble. But you never know. A lot of it comes down to gameplay. Oh wait. Let me change the title actually. Coming down to that last pick here. They do have 20 seconds, so I guess they're not too stretched for time. Ursa picked up, so it's going to be Ursa going to the top lane, that's for sure. And alright, well, Ursa, I suppose he could break out a lot of their spells with his ultimate, but I don't think you can use it if you're actually silenced. Interesting pick, I like it. Now we're gonna see the players. Oh, Ursa, yeah, Ursa's. I did not think they'd pick an Ursa actually, but it does give them at least a good amount of damage. Well, time to wait and see for the two teams to finish picking. See, it seems just like the Radiant are more confident in their picks so far, so interested to see where they're going to go with everything here. Dire do have the fast Roshan advantage because they are of course on Dire and have the Ursa. That may have caught the Radiant slightly off guard. The Enigma pick could be a problem, and oh, looks like we're just gonna have to wait and see for the teams to get ready here. Bit of DCs coming out. Okay. Classic tournaments. Seems like there's a bit of. Oh well. So well, how about now we talked about the Dire? How about the Radiant? How will they lane this? Of course, Deathbuff is going to go mid. Nasal is going to go top, and Jericho is going to go bottom. Phoenix as well as Scarlet will be supports. We don't see Phoenix played as a support very often, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be played that way. Could be a 2-1-2 strategy, could be a 3-1-1. If Gyrocopter needs that much help, we'll have to wait and see. Dire seem a bit more obvious. Ursa's going to go top with the Vengeful Spirit, Dragon Knight mid, Enigma jungle, Nature's Prophet's probably going to go bottom. A lot of drawing coming out on the map, waiting for both teams to load in their final player. I don't think Dire will go for the level 1 Roche strat, but I mean, can they? Wait, actually they kinda can. They have the roar, they have a tanky Dragon Knight, and they have a Furion who can make trees, and then they can use Demonic Rouge on it. Could this be a level 1 strategy coming out from the Dire side? I mean, that's actually kinda possible. I don't know if it's happening or not, but it seems like it could. Faceless Void's back. Now just waiting in for that last play from the Dire side. Level 1 strategy. Level 1 Roche, sorry. Level 1 Roche strategy. I wonder if that's gonna be if that's something we'll see. And alright, looks like the Dire player has also joined, just waiting for him to pick up. Alright, and hopefully we'll be starting soon. Can I type stuff to these people? Oh. That actually looks pretty good, doesn't it? I mean, as a game. Apparently there's like 2,000 trees in the map or something like that. Seems like a lot. I guess most of them are like clumped in areas like this already. Almost. Alright, still waiting for the Dire team to finish preparing. Early predictions. Does anyone have any idea which draft seems like they're gonna win this? Worst Kaipi, isn't this? This is the Moscow Epicenter Kaipi qualifier. And not exactly the Kaipi game. It's, but I'm sorry, Blue Melodis, if I don't know. I don't think I misled anyone. All right, looks like they're ready to go. And we'll see if this is the level 1 strategy that's coming out. Let's introduce the oh yep, a couple of smokes are bought up. No wait, they're from the Radiant side. Oh, let's introduce the Radiant team anyway. They have Stand-in Strilok on the Phoenix, Ryan Noob on the Faceless Void, Symbol on the Death Prophet, Reaper on the Skyrat Mage, and that's there for Shakuras on the Gyrocopter. I was missing my bad. Yo, hey, Team Birdman will win. We'll see about that. On the Dire side, we have Omnipotent on the Ursa, Dreams on the Nature's Prophet, Graze on the Enigma. No, it's no problem, man. Jurster on the Dragon Knight and Bombex on the Eventual Search. We are casting the Kaipi Epicenter Moscow qualifier. I don't even know the complete name of the tournament, but we are casting that tournament, and this is just a qualifier game, so I'm guessing these are the games that will be used to seed the teams. And oh my god, is it the Radiant who are going to go for their level 1 Roshan? I don't think so. I think they suspected it though. I'll be back again. Alright, thanks for Mr. Cobber. See you soon. I think the Radiants were expecting a level 1 Roche strategy from the Dire side. They went in, they smoked up, but looks like they couldn't find Roshan. That could find them at Roshan. It does seem like they would go Roche with the Dire lineup, doesn't it? I guess it's better. For some reason, my mouse is kind of drifting. Mid lane. Dragon Knight's probably gonna get the Bounty Ruin. In the meantime, Death Prophet's gonna go for it. So both mid lanes starting out with the Bounty Ruin. Death Prophet. Wait, actually, no. Is it Death Prophet? Yeah, she does. Oh, she buys something immediately. Okay, she buys a healing salve. No, I was like, she has no gold. So Dragon Knight mid against the Death Prophet. I feel like neither one of them can kill the other, and I feel like both of them should be able to farm pretty well. The Phoenix might present a problem. Oh, awesome! Thanks, man. So yeah, I don't think either one's going to be able to like harass the other too much. Of course, Dragon Knight, he does have that Dragon Blood. He's probably gonna get at level 2. Keep his regen up. Plants a tree and eats it immediately. Oh well, all right. But so far it seems like the Death Prophet is doing slightly better. Ward coming out here. This is going to help prevent ganks, but doesn't look like there's anyone here. Actually, Nature's Prophet is going back to his jungle to get some gold. Skyrat Mage is going to pull for his team, and so it's going to be Gyrocopter just pretty much free farming in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, top lane, It will be, oh my god, there's something wrong with my mouse. It will be the Faceless Void up against the Ursa as well as the Vengeful Sword. The good thing is that he does have the Time Walk, so even though Ursa does a lot of damage, he can just Time Walk it. He should be fine. Actually, I'm 4.1, so we're relatively close in terms of MMR. And yeah, looks like Enigma starting out here in the jungle. He does take the level 1 in Midnight Boss, which is going to help him cut all these trees down. May have kind of misplayed that because he doesn't have enough mana to use the mark conversions, so he needs to be careful. Mid lane though, Death Prophet, she's doing all right. What's going on? Hey Burba, we're casting the Kai P qualifier games, so we'll be casting a couple of those today. Maybe stick and do a bit more of the tournament later on. And Death Prophet going for more points of Spirit Spice. Almost gets the first blood. Holy crap, there's something wrong with my mouse. On the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight, yeah, he's getting completely screwed by this Death Prophet mid. Scarlet Mage taking the bounty rune. Can they kill the Nature's Prophet? I mean, they could if he overextends, but he does have a nice sword here, giving them all the vision he needs. Meanwhile, the spores are starting to stack up for the Gyrocopter, so he has some stacks later on to get that extra gold. Overall, it looks like the laning phase is going pretty well for the Radiant. Oh, top lane. Yeah, looks like Faceless Void takes a bit. Told you, man, Eevee's Bola. She is kinda annoying. It does have the Iron Talon, the Faceless Void. One thing about Iron Talon I heard that people say is, oh, you can just go to jungle if you really need to, but Faceless Void is not really well known for it. Still, apart from this top lane looks like it is being won, but actually barely. I mean, they have 8 and 2 on the Ursa to the 10 and 2 on the Ursa to 8 and 3 of the Faceless Void. So it's not like the Ursa's beating him by too much, and he can just go to the jungle, use his Iron Talon just to get some creeps like on the Centaur Conqueror. It does take a bit of damage though, unfortunately, but he should be able to at least get some gold. Meanwhile, though, you can see the Nature's Prophet. He is trying something. I think he tried to go. Oh, they're pinging out. They see him, and it looks like they might be able to actually kill him. He doesn't have any teleport for 20 seconds. He might be in a really bad spot. Scarlet Mage doesn't actually have his slow, so this is going to be rather difficult for them. And Scarlet Mage is just going to chase him around. I don't think he'll be able to kill him though, or will he? He's taking a lot of damage. He's put in a really tough spot, and yeah, he's just going to sprout himself and tree out of. Oh well, there we go. Surprisingly, he didn't use his silence just now. I just want to wait. I just want to make sure. Can I go back? I can't go back. It's a live game for some reason. I can't go back. But I think he could have just used his silence just now, prevented him from teleporting for a few more seconds. But that didn't happen. What's Enigma gonna rush? He does so far. Just has the Soul Ring. Interested to see what he's gonna go. If he's gonna go for the mech, like more tournament. You see them, when they want to push very fast. The problem is that I don't know if he should have silenced. I think so too. The problem is that I don't think that you want to go fast against the Radiant lineup when they have Chronosphere, Phoenix Egg, Call Down, but then 0 damage. Yeah, but he would have been able to auto attack a few more. It's kind of a hard call anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah, I really need to fix my mouse soon. If they pause, I'm gonna have to do something. Gyrocopter looks like he's doing great, 33 CS so far. So he's having the time of his life. No one's really bothering him. I mean, what can Nature's Prophet do? Nature's Prophet, if he goes into the lane, he's just gonna give him more creeps. What game is this? It's forgot what they are named. Mastodon against Band of Misfits. That's a Scarlet Mage. He's standing right next to a ward though, so I don't think he's gonna be able to do much. And both teams just kind of very content with farming. Which team does that favor? It looks like it does favor actually the Dire side are farming a little bit better. Well, no, they have more gold on the Radiant but more experience on the Dire, which is kind of confusing to see because that's not gonna happen. BM is Band of Misfits and MTD is Mastodon. I'm not sure. Alright, the smoke comes up. They are going to try to go for the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet, do they have the slow? They do have the slow. They see him. Alright, can they go for this? What? No, nothing coming out yet. Alright, looks like the slow is going to come out. They should be able. Oh no, there's going to be the turnaround. Phoenix is the one who's going to die. Phoenix has 0 armor, so for him to go in diving like that, and looks like Dragon Knight's here and Scarlet Mage, they're going to do. First Blood comes out against the Vengeful Spirit, but nope, they're going to bring down the Scarlet Mage as well. So it's a 2-for-1 trade across the match. First Blood goes to the Radiant side, but they do get 2 kills on the Dire side. So interesting exchange. Looks like who did she kill again? She killed the Vengeful Spirit. At least she didn't kill the mid lane. Overall, I think the Dire come out on top of this. They got 2 kills, and the Radiant team had to smoke up to go for that. So it was not really the best. Did Phoenix get denied? He didn't actually get denied. He says that he was killed by the Radiant. Sorry, he says he was killed by the Dire. I'm surprised because he should have been first blood for the Dire side. So I'm not sure how that counts. And okay, it looks like they're gonna try to go for this. There's 4 people here. Black hole comes down, 2 people. Can they do more though? I don't think they have enough damage for this, but they try their best. Looks like they're just gonna call it over. And Silence come out of the Ursa. Ursa might be able to bring down. No, he can't actually. The stun comes out, almost gets the Death Prophet. Looks like the fight is kind of chaotic, but nobody's gonna fall here. Many people low life. Enigma, Ursa, as well as the Death Prophet. Looks like that's yeah, miss out on first blood. Okay. Yeah, I was surprised that it wasn't first blood for the Nature's Prophet. So big commitment by both teams. Nobody actually died. The black hole was used, which is a little scary though. Will the Radiant be able to do something for this? Will they turn this into a push? They don't actually have. I mean, they have 4 of their team here, but looks like they're just gonna rotate to the. It doesn't count, but interesting. All right, cool. Meanwhile, Dragon Knight, he just stayed mid. He's able to farm he maxed out the Dragon Blood over the Breathe Fire. That's kind of interesting. I guess one thing about Breathe Fire is that if you max out, the mana cost increases by quite a lot. So you want to keep it at around level 2 where it does good amount of damage but doesn't cost too much mana. That was a very good disengage coming up from both teams though. No one dying was kind of interesting. The Fire Spirit's not that great against Ursa because he does have the max move attack speed, so it's not going to affect him too much. Yeah, but there's definitely some. I definitely need to do some settings after this game's over. Oh, okay. That's that. Experience still favoring the Dire. Gold still favoring the. That's kind of weird. I still don't understand how that works exactly. But I guess it's because they are CSing a little bit better on the Radiant somehow. Although the CS board looks pretty even to me. Mid lane. Are they gonna be able to do anything? No, neither team seems committed to push yet. So let's look at some of the item what they're going for. Scarlet Mage has a point in all of his spells. Wonder what he's gonna max out first. Ancient Seal would be kinda useful, I guess, if you're worried about Enigma Black Hole. We'll have to wait and see. They do have another silence on Death Prophet, so they have quite a bit of silences here. Death Prophet has the phase boots, not quite sure what she's gonna go for after this. Oh wait, top lane though, we might have engagement. Phoenix looks like he might be able to have. Nope, he can't dash, but gets stunned midway by the Vengeful Spirit. And looks like they should be able to turn this into tower. One thing that the Dire have going for them is that they have quite a good amount of tower push. They do have the Enigma Eidolons, they do have the Nature's Prophet Treants, as well as the Dragon Knight. So they are going to be able to take towers pretty fast if they push hardcore. And I think they might want to. They are up against a very scary lineup mid lane. Dragon Knight taking a lot of damage here. I don't think he's gonna fall though. Is he gonna? Oh well, he might take a chrono to this face. Well, he gets stunned, and backup was a bit slow, honestly, coming back up. And Vengeful Spirit needs to be careful. Chrono comes out. Looks like she's gonna lose her life, and maybe not have been the best teleport. In the meantime, but they are gonna take the tier 2 top. Will they? We'll see. Well, looks like they should be able to. Even the Fire Spirits aren't going to be able to do too much. They're just going to go for this. The Summon's doing a lot of work for them early on. Dire Structures have been fortified. They are going to lose their mid lane, but they get the top tier 2. Alright, that was... I mean, they lost 2 people mid and the tower, but they got 2 towers instead. And they arguably got the least useful towers, which are the top lane for the Radiant. But still, they did get a lot of tower gold out of that. I'd say it's well worth it. 3 for 3 is the score. Gyrocopter, what's he going to go for? Looks like he's... Oh, nope, he's going to get the bomb tier 1. So, overall, it feels now like it's relatively... wasn't much of an advantage. He does have the Helm Dominator, so he's probably going to use it to help him stack. Faceless Void, looks like he's going to go for either Mask... Nope, Vlad, sorry. I keep forgetting that nowadays we don't see Mask of Madness on Faceless Void. You know, the hero's completely changed. Drums picked up on Death Prophet, not an item we see very often. Phoenix, level 5, he needs to get his level 6 because his egg is going to be able to change the fights quite a lot. Enigma picks up the mechanism, so his team really wants to go for the fast push because if you're picking up a mechanism, it means your team is going to group up as 5. And this is a tournament game, so these guys have played with each other many times, so we can expect them to have some level of coordination. Ursa? Oh, they're sending in illusions here just to make sure that Ursa doesn't go for Roshan. Dire team probably wants to take Roshan, then go for some sort of push either mid or bottom. Alright, smoke comes out. I don't know if they really want to smoke. Ursa doesn't actually have his lifesteal ability. Okay. Well, I suppose they're gonna tank with something else. These prophets here as well, and yep, lots of summons they're gonna be able to use. Mecha's used as well, so the Radiant though they are pinging this out though. And although they have no wards here, so this is just kind of gut reaction that they're going with, but doesn't matter. They are going to pick up the Roshan very quickly. Aegis picked up, and Dire I might think about snowballing this. They do have a good lineup for it. Ursa has the Aegis now. Looks like Aegis Prof is going to go for some sort of Orchid build-up, which doesn't actually help them push, but does offer at least some team fight ability. Meanwhile, though, the Radiant supports trying to get level 6 each. Both of them level 5. Looks like Sky Mage is going to be level 6 by the next fight, which will help once he gets the Chronosphere going. Bomb lane, though. Faceless Boy destroys the top tier 1, and they're just going to go for this pretty aggressively. Drums are picked up, and whoa, Enigma is going back to defend. Actually, I'm not really sure if this is the right decision. It feels kind of risky. Okay, he's taking a lot of damage. He doesn't actually have the mech available, and Dragon Knight taking a bit of damage here. Phoenix jumping in, doesn't have his ultimate if he needs to use it. But will he use it right now? I think he might actually. Nope, dies before he can. They do lose him, and they bring down the tier 1 as well for the bottom lane. So overall, that may have been that was kind of a good delay by the Radiant, you know, as a tactic, because now the Dire aren't going to keep pushing. They might go mid though. There's the last tier 1 standing for them, for the Radiant side. I mean, warding situation. It's like, oh my god, there is really something wrong with my mouse. I apologize for the bad camera control. I didn't have one ward on the map. Enigma picking up the Arcane Boost, so it's going to be Guardian Greaves for him. They're just going to go for this. Let's see what Vengeful Spirit has. Vengeful Spirit actually maxing out the Vengeance Aura. That's kind of interesting. Ursa has the blink down. He's going to be able to... What's NP's build? Can we check? Oh, sorry for that. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go for Orchid, which I find kind of odd because it feels like he's not going to help. It doesn't help him split push at all. Not like, you know, Deso. Oh, needs to be careful here. Let's jump right into them. All of the Dire heroes are here, so they need to. So they have to decide if they want to take this fight or not. They're just gonna keep rolling over them. Faceless Void is top lane. They do need him. They want to go for engagement here. Oh, Ursa hit by 3 silence spells, and oh, they do get the tower. Nice ultimate, beautiful Phoenix Sun and Crossfire. This is what we talked about. The wombo combo is huge from the Radiant side. They bring down 2 people. Even the Ursa falls down, but he's gonna revive. Ursa's here, but can he do enough damage? They're gonna bring down the Vengeful Spirit. Might swap the Dragon Knight, and they're gonna lose the Ursa as well. I talked about this in the draft that the Radiant have an amazing team fight. And you just saw just now they just completely went over the Dire lineup just like that. The Chronosphere into 3 people, followed by the Phoenix Egg as well as Call-Down. It's just so much damage, and I was worried about this for the Dire side, that they were not going to be able to fight them. Okay, this game is over. It might actually be because the Dire lineup. I mean, I suppose if they get a good Enigma Black Hole, they might be able to do something, but that's going to be very difficult against the current Radiant lineup. Maya's picked up on the Phoenix, and I'm not quite sure why the Nature's Prophet would go for an Orchid. It's useful and all, but I feel like he wants to be able to pressure the side lanes while his team tries to fight as a group. Very risky for them to go to do this. Alright, the Ursa is gonna be okay. You can always use Enrage to remove the time dilation spell. In terms of tower, both teams are even. Both teams are taking 4 towers off of each other. It's harder than one. And yeah, it is going to be very difficult for Enigma to land the black hole. He is going for arcane boots. Sorry, for the Guardian Greaves before the blink dagger, which is going to give him a lot of trouble. So we'll just make it out there alive. In fact, let's look at some of the items. Looks like Vengeful Spirit doesn't really have much. Could be going for Urn. Dragon Knight also went for the drums. I guess that's alright. Oh crap! The camera keeps changing. Looks like Death Prophet is going to go as close to her Yules. Not quite sure. Force Staff probably coming out. Hey, Caparok, welcome, man. We're casting a tournament games today. Looks like it will be a Force Staff coming out for the Skywrath Mage, and I can't help but feel like the Radiant really outdrafted the Dire this game. I mean, the Enigma will have the hardest time landing even a single black hole, because every one of the dire heroes has an ability that can stop him from channeling his black hole. Oh, well, Faceless Void is also going for the Agams pickup. This is a really good pickup because it gives them way more team fight. The cooldown goes from like what 100 seconds to 60, so he's going to be able to throw out those chronospheres all the time. And you can see that, oh yeah, Orchid's picked up on the Nature's Prophet. Now you can see that the Dire right now, they were going to go for like a fast push, but they've really slowed down the pace of the game. I don't know if they're waiting for the next Roshan, but we'll have to wait and see if it helps or not. Radiant are increasing early. They have picked up 1 minus on the Phoenix, so at least they have the minus advantage at the very least. Just gonna help them out. Ursula looks like he's trying to build the Vlads. They have at least they have the mech. Then Vlads comes out. I wonder. Blink Dagger picked up, so I have 2 good initiations now. With one with the Blink Dagger Ursa and one with the Dragon Knight. Nice Epicenter. And NA qualifiers. Yes, this is the North America qualifiers. Although it is looking kind of grim. Boy, I wasn't expecting KP. Yeah, I'm sorry about that because it is the Epicenter. I thought it was called KP Epicenter thing. I'm not really sure the name of the tournament, so I really apologize for that. Enigma, and there is a smoke being used, but somehow they don't have much wards into the enemy jungle, so this is a very risky smoke for them to do. Jericho is going to go for the Sanjinyasha build, and are they going to be able to find anyone? Doesn't feel like this smoke is going to be able to help them out too much. Okay, but Phase Void, no, I'm glad. Yeah. Phase Void is just kind of, I'm guessing he's waiting for someone to push. Then, okay, the smoke either breaks or it was close to breaking anyway, but... Oh, okay, got it. And will the Dire thinking of smoke? Sorry, waiting thinking of smoking. Like I said, the Dire probably waiting for Roshan right now. They don't seem like they want to do something too aggressive without Roshan, because after all, the last fight they took, they got completely stomped. And the Radiant are completely fine to farm up because they are farming better than the Dire. You can see that their experience lead is growing. Gold not so much, but they still have a decent experience advantage. Oh hey, Jiraiya, how are you, man? We're casting the Epicenter qualifier game things for North America. And I feel like Faceboy, I think he's actually gonna skip the Agams, go for the Blink Dagger first, just to give him a bit more initiation for the team. And both teams, you can see the back in his face. Ah yeah, Face It, that's what it's called. Both teams just really taking a slow pace right now, but they might be going for the kill on Ursa. They can, of course, just, yep, there you go, swap comes out. Probably gonna lose at least the Vengeful Spirit, but what about the, nope, the Ursa's gonna make it out alive, does have the Blink Dagger. And are the Radiant going to push for this? They could, they do still have Chronosphere, cooldown is pretty low. Exorcism though isn't gonna last until they reach there. And the problem is that Nature's Prophet isn't actually split pushing. He is going to go for, I think, Aghanims. Yeah, Arcanum Aghanim's. One guy called it. I think it was Blue Maldice. Very nice call coming out from you. But it doesn't matter. They were able to get a kill. Roshan not coming out for a very long time. Almost the maximum timer, actually, I think. Almost maximum. Nature's Prophet, they really need this guy to split push because without him creating space, they're not going to be able to... they're not going to be able to do too much right now. They need him to push the top lane. He's kind of walking. He's being pinged out by the Ursa. I don't know what exactly is going to, what exactly is the plan. They really need him to teleport fast and split push. All right, was the Radiant side? They have smoked up. They're gonna go for this. Ursa might be in trouble here. Oh, can they jump on him? Chrono comes out, and oh, he walks into the Sky Thread. I guess he was actually in range, but oh my God, this might turn around. They gotta get a black hole on 3 people. The Phoenix actually jumps into it. Can they kill him? They need to kill the Phoenix fast. Oh no, Phoenix is going to fall anyway. They bring down the Sky Mage as well as the Faceless Void. Now they're going to go for the Jericho. Jericho might be in trouble here. Well, he does move kind of fast actually, and they don't want to lose the Ursa. Ursa's staying a bit behind. He wants to jump in with his Blink Dagger just to get the kill. He does get the kill. 4 for nothing trade. The Phoenix jumping into the black hole with the dive right now, and well, at least Jericho makes it out alive, but holy crap, that did not go the way I thought it was going to go. Do we have a fight recap available? I can't actually Oh, there we go. Fire recap is available, and you can see that they took a huge advantage. Roshan's still not up for about another minute, so I did not expect that. But we did say that if Enigma can get a good black hole, they do have good amount of damage. They will game one, but damage. Okay, sorry, but fight for gold. Sorry. I don't know if they had a big advantage, but they definitely did. I'm quite surprised that that happened. Um, oh, do they see this? I think they're trying to go for this, but they can't find anything. One thing I do feel like is that the Dire aren't pushing as fast as I thought their lineup would push. And they do find the gyrocopter. Dragonite is coming over. He needs to move real fast though. Is he gonna use the drum charges for this? Still keeping the drum charges at 3. And he's gonna land the stun. Alright, looks like will they have enough damage though? I don't know. Looks like Gyrocopter, he's just gonna be able to run out of here safely. And Enigma has 3k gold on him. Holy crap. And yeah, it looks like Gyrocopter is gonna die. So it was a full team wipe. It's a disaster, yeah. Huge example. Yeah, they did take the Radiant advantage. Sorry, the Dire Roshan advantage. Holy crap. Sorry, by the way, this is my I haven't cast many tournaments, so very excited. Looks like Phoenix is going, I think, for a Lotus Orb. So we'll have to wait and see. What could he reflect with the Lotus Orb? I mean, I don't imagine it's gonna be Lincoln, so I guess we can reflect the swap. If Vengeful Spirit swaps a person with Lotus Orb, do they just stay up in the same spot later? That's kind of interesting. And Roshan is up, so both teams could go for him. The Dire warding is now very good, considering that they were able to take a few good fights, so they have much better wards. Rain seems like they only have one ward here, and that's about it. Can't see anything else. That's Battle Fury. Yeah, Battle Fury Phoenix. I've heard of that. I've seen the 5 Battle Fury build on Bounty Hunter. Now that was some good stuff. Alright. 8-9 is the score. Both teams seem very hesitant about what their strategy is, because I feel like Dire were thinking, okay, we're gonna go real fast, get Roshan, have a mech up on Enigma. We have a bunch of good split pushers, but it didn't quite work out because they lost a huge fight. But then they were able to win a fight, so now it's like the other way around. And oh, Radiant are here. I think he's gonna drop ward. Okay, so they can't actually see Roshan even with that ward, but they look. Oh, they could maybe see the roar from the Vengeful Spirit. Faceless Void, can he go for this? The biggest chrono of this game. If he goes on a huge chrono, but not fast enough. The Skywrath Mage Mystic Flare misses, but they're still gonna be able to get a huge amount of damage. Nice black hole in the back line, catching on 2 people. But can they turn this around? The Phoenix Sun comes out. Are they gonna go for the Phoenix Sun? Phoenix Sun is gonna get destroyed soon. It does get destroyed. Still, it is looking pretty bad for the Dire Seed team. And oh, he just time walks all the damage coming out. Ursa's gonna come back to life, but I don't know if he's gonna make it out alive. Even though they missed the Skywrath Mage ultimate, they were still able to do so much work on that. And Radiant, yeah, we said that the Dire, they have signs of life, but I was pretty much on Team Radiant from the start. Even with the black hole, they got a pretty decent black hole. I think he challenged it for the full duration. He caught like the Death Prophet and someone else, but it wasn't really enough, was it? They don't have the exorcism to push, but I don't think it matters. Get Roche lose the next fight. Unfortunately, Enigma's Black Hole is not coming out for 2 more minutes. Finally, the Nature's Prophet is going to try to split push top, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. He's trying to pick up the Agam Scepter, but Radiant seemed content to not push it. They got 1 tower, they're going to go back. I wonder if they should have gone for it. Yeah, he did catch quite a few with the black hole, but wasn't enough. The Chronosphere was amazing. If he had thrown it a couple of seconds early, he might have been able to snatch Roshan, but still, it was an amazing Chronosphere either way. And he just picked up his Agams. I was wondering if he's going to stop for the Blink Dagger, but he goes straight Agams. And Enigma actually goes for the BKB. I like this, but we do have to remember that Chronosphere, as well as the Phoenix Egg hatching, I believe the Phoenix Egg, when it hatches, it pierces spell immunity. So there is a stun that comes out. So there are 2 things that they have that do go through it, and we'll have to wait and see if Enigma how this BKB pickup is gonna work for him. I was thinking he's gonna go for the Blink Dagger first, but there's a lot of AoE spells coming out. You know, like the Phoenix Egg, the Flag Cannon. All of these spells will probably, prevent him from being able to blink safely. Oh well, Let's look at some of the item pickups. Looks like Skylight Mage is going to go for, I forgot what was the item that uses two. Oh, it is going to call, what is it called? Veil of Discord, yeah. So Skylight Mage going for the Veil of Discord. His team does have quite a good amount of magic damage, so it's going to help them out quite a lot. Death Prophet looks like she's going to go for the Octarine. Almost has it actually. Jericho is going for the Butterfly. The enemy team doesn't look like they're a team who's going to make MKB. You might see it on the Dragon Knight, but either way, being able to dodge some of the physical damage is going to help. We already talked about Faceless Void. Phoenix, still waiting to see where he's going to go. Probably Battle Fury. As for Ursa, it does have the more Demaskamask as well as the BKB, so he's going to be rather difficult to lock down unless the Phoenix X stun goes to BKB. Yes, it does. It says so here. I don't think that the damage per second doesn't go through, but when it hatches, it stuns everyone. And it does say it pierces spell immunity. So, and I've pretty sure I've seen it happen to me. Nature's Prophet finished up the Aghanims. Hey, Polyrodi, welcome back, man. I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, Nature's Prophet does have the Aghanims. I wonder if he's going to go for like Refresher throughout the double ultimate. It does do a lot of damage if it's well used. Dragon Knight almost has his BKB. Actually has it if he wants it. Agility Threads, okay. And also we have the Vengeful Spirit has the Urn, and that's kind of it. Alright, BKB is picked up on the Dragon Knight. Like I said, both teams seem to have this thing where they get together, they bang each other for a couple of rounds, and then they're like, alright, we're not gonna fight for the next 10 minutes. And favoring the Radiant 6k advantage. Oh, it's almost 7.5 actually. Not too big of a deal. Gold isn't really much to go on. So both teams just kind of taking it slow right now. Too bad it never hatches. And I think, yep, the Dire did smoke up. They're leaving the Arcane Ruin. And do the Radiant have vision yet? Oh, almost actually. They could take the Ruin safely. Oh my god, the camera controls are so bad. Sorry about that. They do find the, oh, nope, it's just gonna be fine. Right, they blink both of them not to the right place. And Enigma, is he gonna throw the black hole on this? Is he gonna risk it? Oh man, I think he's thinking about it, but he's like, no, I don't wanna throw a black hole, but it might have been worth it, honestly, to get him. He was probably worried he'd black hole and the enemy time walked, and then he'd look kind of like foolish, but that may have been worth it, honestly, for him. Oh well, Dire team, I don't know if they want to push for this. They do know that all 5 of their Nature's Prophet should go top. I mean, they do have the top like kind of exposed that they could go with. But Nature's Prophet, there you go. Oh, he's waiting for the courier. He's waiting. Is he gonna get the courier? No, the courier. There you go. No, poor courier. He does get it. Courier had a ton of gold on plate mail as well as the Talisman of Evasion. So that's a lot of useful stuff that they're not gonna be able to access for a few minutes. Roshan ain't coming up for a while. Yeah, Arcane Rune I think might have been worth. Yeah, actually I did. Now that you mentioned it, that's a really good point. He did pick up the Arcane Rune, so the cooldown on Black Hole was reduced by what, 30%? So I mean, might have been well worth it if he had gone for it, but he decided not to. He's gonna farm up for the Blink Dagger. Kind of surprised actually, because both teams, I'm kind of wondering what their strategy is. Once Gyrocopter gets Battlefield, I assume they want to wait for the BKB on him as well, because then the Dire have nothing except Black Hole that goes through it. Veil of Discord, once it comes out on the Skylight Mage, will also be giving them a lot of damage. I think he actually finished it. It may have been on the courier. Phoenix still waiting. I think he also had something on the courier. I feel like everyone had something on that courier. That courier meant a lot. It probably delays. Probably one of the biggest pickoffs of the game was that courier, because it had so much items on it. It's like it had like what, 4k gold of items. Now now the Raid don't want to fight, and Dire are kind of scared to go up against the enemy team's combination. And Alpha Wolf, alright, cool, so they have some extra damage here. Lots of pings coming out from both teams. You gotta wonder which... late game, I've said before, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I still feel like the Radiant are the ones who are gonna take this. Enigma picks up the Blink Dagger. Alright, so he has Blink Dagger as well as BKB, so he's going to be, hopefully, land a good Black Hole for his team. They definitely need it. But Dragon Knight doesn't actually have any sort of damage on him right now. I mean, he has Breathe Fire. I don't really know if that's gonna be much for them though. Hey, another Arcane Ruin. That's some good luck, isn't it? Nature's Prophet 3k gold on him. Deso might be useful. Could help them split push and keep the lanes on their side. Well, wait and see. Looks like they're getting ready to smoke up again. Are they? They're pinging. They're being pinged out here. They're spotted, and Roshan's almost up. Both teams kind of see each other. Both teams have very good wards on the enemy side, and they're just kind of grouping up as five. They're waiting for something, but I'm not quite sure what it is. Dragon Knight, I think he's going to start building into the Assault Cuirass, Octarine. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay between the chat and the game, so I don't actually know what you meant when you say Octarine. It is going to be the Lodestorm on the Phoenix, so yay, caster prediction is correct. I'm very proud of myself. What about Skyeth Mage, the courier, is it coming towards him? Does it have the Veil of Discord? Nope, not yet. But yeah, both teams really fine with this pushing. Oh, he didn't say he might be. Oh, Octarine. Oh, okay, got it. Thanks. Like I said, sorry for there is a bit of a delay here. He is saving a ton of gold. Butterfly picked up on the Gyrocopter. It's nice, but I can't help but feel like BKB might have been the slightly better choice here. I don't think they're gonna push just because Gyrocopter got Butterfly. They're gonna probably wait up a little bit. Ursa. The problem is with Ursa is that he can get kited around late game very easily, and by the longer the game goes, the easier to be to kite him around. He has a demon edge, so is he going for MKB? You don't often see damage items picked up on Ursa because usually it's mobility. Usually it's mobility that he cares for the most. Oh, and I'm so sorry for keeping it on last hit and dies. Should have been on net worth. I completely forgot to change it. My fault. I apologize for that. Top lane though, they are gonna. That's a problem. Gyrocopter is really good against those summon units, and Flycan just gives him so much gold. Oh, he already up to 3.5k gold after picking up Butterfly. He just picked up Butterfly like 2 seconds ago or something. So he's already farmed up very nicely. I still feel like he needs to go for BKB. I think that's what he's gonna go for next, just a full BKB one go. They smoke up, heading towards Roshan. Roshan has been like the key factor in this fight. Both times Dire have taken it, but both times they've lost after taking it. So we'll go see if the Roshan curse continues. They blink in, there's no one there. Alright, they're gonna try to go for more here. It's just sticking S5. They're being pinged out like crazy. Lots of pings coming out. Dire though, they smell the smoke and they just all somehow go and hide safely. Still sending those treants. Top lane, do they want to go for Roshan? I mean, they do have Exorcism, which is pretty good, but other than that, they're not the best Roshan lineup. Arcane Ruin, this is like the third Arcane. Is there some sort of bug? It seems like every 4 minutes an Arcane Ruin is spawning. That's kind of weird. Oh, okay. Nature's Prophet looks like he's going to go for Hex after this, so that's going to help his team fight a little bit. I'm seeing a lot of pings coming out. The roar doesn't actually reach all the way, but it is maxed out, so that's something for them to work with. Nature's Prophet finally doing some damage. This might actually be a really good time for them to rush. I feel like they're waiting just for the Radiant to go back, and then the Dire team are going to go for it. They do leave the Satyr Banisher here, and Ursa looks like, oh no, he's just going to go for. And wow, they almost lose their tower. And Chronosphere, is it going to come out? He silences him and just, yep, he's just going to make it out alive. Very nicely played. This is what I've been waiting to see from Nature's Prophet this whole game. The Hex is also not picking up. I wasn't expecting that as well. And very well played. That was like a very nice battle of attrition. Both teams kind of knew that Roshan was a key, but the Dire were able to like lure them away from it. Very nicely played. I like that. That was just really well done. Alright, they do have the Ursa, sorry, the Dragon has picked up the Aegis. We're gonna have to wait and see. So far, they haven't been able to do too much with it, though. And he is going for Assault Curse on Dragon, going to give his whole team some good physical resistance. What they do need also is a pipe, and I don't know who's gonna make it. Vengeful Spirit looks like she's not sure what she's building towards actually. But Enigma building into a pipe would also be kind of a tall order. having Guardian Greaves on this guy as well as Pipe, I mean that's a lot of, you're putting a lot of eggs in one basket. So the problem is that like Vengeful Spirit has 0 farm. She's almost half the net worth of the Scarlet Mage, who's playing also the position 5 for his team. Alright. Looks like the Dire are gonna go for this. Can they bring down Gyrocopter? Gyrocopter gets Force Staff to safety. And Phoenix jumps in. Is he gonna use his egg? Oh, they can't actually get it. Phoenix egg comes out. They do bring down the Dragon Knight. Oh, Enigma, looks like he's losing a lot of life here. He can't even Black Hole because the Exorcism is gonna get him. In the meanwhile though, looks like they have BKB on the Dragon Knight. He's gonna fall here as well. Ursa tried to take a fight, but Ursa already fell a long time ago to the Chronosphere, and now they're going to go for the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight looks like he's not gonna make it out alive. Enigma on the meantime does manage to be BKB out to, looks like a close game. Not quite a close game, honestly. The Radiant take every single fight, almost every single fight. There's one fight that they've taken, and that was another really good fight for the Radiant side. They weren't able to get anything, and unfortunately, Nature's Pop just couldn't split push during that time. The lanes were too pushed out. Team Birdman just doing super well with Phoenix as well as the Scarlet Mage just going ham this game. Well, to be honest, I would put much more credit on the Chronosphere Faceless Void. They are just going to go for this nice Aegis. Yeah, the Aegis was very useful just now. And they're just going to try to push for this. They didn't use the Enigma Black Hole, so that might be a factor, but I don't know about that. Scotty picked up on Gyrocopter. Interesting. I keep thinking that he's going to pick up BKB. Phoenix Metal, Dire Love, can't do anything with it. Yeah, exactly. Others are far ahead. Phoenix does have the Midas actually. It's pretty good. Yeah, he picked up the Lotus Orb on it though. I don't know how useful Lotus Orb is gonna be this game, but alright. They need to go for this. Oh, they might just Force Staff to safety. And oh, the Chronosphere on 2, followed by the Mystic Flare. Beautiful combo. The Wombo combo, we've talked about this. Alright, Enigma throws out Black Hole on one person, but Exorcism is probably going to get him in the end. And they do lose the buyback coming out from the Ursa. Dragon Knight is here. He does already uses BKB and he's being focused down. He's like surrounded by 4 people. He and Ursa are here together. Buyback coming out from the Enigma as well. Can they go for more? They haven't actually killed a single person on the Radiant side. They might have started getting some kills though. They do finally bring down one person. Lotus are picked up and jump in by the Faceless Boy. Faceless Boy maybe not shouldn't have jumped that. They did buyback on multiple people, but they were able to get a team up in the end. Holy crap. How many people bought back though is the question on the Dire side. We have buyback on, that's buyback on the Ursa, Enigma, and I thought Dragon Knight bought back as well. Did he not? No, he didn't buy back. I'm surprised. And now they're going to try to push for this themselves. How? I'm surprised by this. I'm completely like, I'm still gonna go. I don't get the Sky pickup. Me neither. I figured he would go for the BKB. And alright, 3 buybacks. Faceless Voice, Scarlet Mage, as well as the Death Prophet. And I guess that's it for the Dire push. I get that the tank's up, but he'd be able to. Nothing apart from the Black Hole would be able to get him. And let's be honest, in this kind of game, I mean, I don't feel like Sprout is going to be able to control him. This isn't Arteezy, okay? This is Gyrocopter. Well, or what's his name again? The player? I can't actually see. This is for Shakuras, so it's a StarCraft lore thing. Satanic into BKB. Oh yeah, Satanic would have been better than BKB. I think so. Maybe, I don't know if Satanic would have been better than BKB. But I know that BKB would have been a lot better than Skadi. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to wait for another like 5 minutes for Roshan to spawn, Dire to take it. Dire seem to do pretty well when they are like being attacked. Okay, keep the means down. Alright, sorry. Sheesh, not even that. Alright, so lag coming out. What is Nature's Prophet building up to? Oh wow, he's in their base. Looks like he's gonna be able to bring this down. I think. I don't know. He doesn't have much time. He has 4.5k on him. We're gonna have to wait and see what he's going to build with this. Vengeful Spirit's presence this game has been pretty lackluster. I mean, I feel like she hasn't actually been able to save anyone. Dragon Knight still trying to build the Assault Cuirass. Lose the fight, wins the next. Pretty much. Second reconnect, and looks like he is going to go for the MKB. MKB Ursa, not something we see, but it could be very well. Oh, it's your own rule. I know, I know. I say keep it down, but I do like some memes. I like the new the person is an ass meme. I love that one. I thought that was good. And I love the checklist meme. I thought that's pretty good. Scout Mage doesn't. It's okay, I guess. Died only 3 times. He has a really good score for Sky Earth Mage. He's 1, 3, and 10. He kind of missed a couple of Mystic Flares, which I find kind of weird. Alright. Picking up the smoke. James is an ass. Yeah, I love that one. We've had issues with him in the past, and we won't be working with him again. I love that meme. Phoenix, what is he going to go for? He's had the mice for a long time. It doesn't feel like he's been able to do too much with it. I keep saying I don't know what the lowest orb is going to really help with. I mean, I guess the best part about it is that you can remove debuffs. I think that's kind of it. Faceless Void, he has a ton of gold. Everyone's carrying around with them tons of gold. Let's see, where's current gold? Yeah, everyone's carrying around with them 6,000 apparently on the Nature's Prophet. Do you guys think he's going to go Rapier? I don't feel like Rapier is going to give him enough damage to make it worth it, but he might. You never know. There we go. James is an ass. There you go. Dire Slav, at least one tier 2 standing, but the Radiant base is kind of exposed actually. You can remove Hex. Yeah, I was thinking I was probably going to use it just to remove debuffs with the lowest orb, so that's going to be at least kind of useful for them. Dragon Knight actually could buy the Salt Cures. He wants to save for buyback first. Smart decision making on his part. I feel like to be very. Oh yeah, by the way, you commented on that Reddit thread. It kind of hurts my feelings. Either way though, MKB pickup on the Ursa. I feel like it's kind of scary that he's going MKB, because I don't know if you really want to. There you go. That's from his teammate. Yeah, I don't know if you really want to go MKB on Ursa, because it feels not the best. I think Shiva will be good. Shiva on Dragon Knight. Assault QS is kind of a little better, I think. I don't know. They do need something for all the magic damage, but the thing about magic damage is that since it doesn't really scale, kinda. And I was wondering if you were gonna see this. This is the Refresher Orb Aghanim's Nature's Prophet, which means if a fight starts, we might see the double sprout. Double sprout. I'm giving that to my focus. Oh, great. But most likely, of course, he's going to throw the double Wrath of Nature, which with Aghanims can do a ton of damage. They will need him to black hole someone though, and I don't think anyone on the dire side actually has a BKB yet. Yep, nobody. Sorry, on the Radiant side. No one on the Radiant side has a BKB, so there's no reason for the damage not to affect them. And oh crap! He hesitated too long. The Dragon Knight walks into the Chronosphere. This is really bad. Black hole on 2 though. There's a good black hole. Can they do more with it? And holy shit, Ursa's trapped in the trees. The Enigma though, freezing with the Night Pulse. The Phoenix Egg hatches. Now they're going to try to go for more. Gyrocopter though. This is why we said he needs BKB. You can't run from those slows, and he needs one more hit. Alright, nothing can they go for him. He needs to slow him down. And no, Ursa, you have to keep attacking. No, Ursa, now you need to stop going back. And can they bring him down? Looks like Ursa is going to fall. It is still a very good fight for the for Team Derek, and they go for yeah, they're just gonna get the Death Prophet, and they're gonna win the fight. They're pinging the enemy base. They're going to push. And the only person who has buyback is the Gyrocopter. Death Prophet, no buyback. No one else except the Gyrocopter has buyback. How in the world did they take that fight? Is the question. Did Nature's Prophet buyback? He didn't even die. He was caught inside the Chronosphere, and Dragon Knight walked into the Chronosphere. Ursa was trapped in the trees. Yet somehow the Dire were like, yeah, we got this, bro. We got this. Are they going to be able to get Mega? Might be a bit much, but they should be able to get quite a bit out of this. Oh dear, Gyrocopter might actually fall. This might be really bad. And I like how the Sprout isn't affected by the Midnight Pulse. And oh god, holy shit. Show that an Experience Graph. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, this is Experience Graph. Falls down. Huge gold. Going down faster than my... I was going to say a bad joke. Skymage did use a single... Skylight Mage, this game has had a bit of a lackluster... it was so far away from the... Oh wow, I had this game like completely in terms of Radiant favor, but they're gonna be able to get a couple of Raxes here. And Dragon Knight, you gotta be careful, bro. You're taking a bit of damage here. And they're just gonna go for more. Can they bring out the Phoenix? Oh, he hit him with the Malefice. Now they're both gonna stun each other at the same time. And the Phoenix does have the egg. Phoenix egg, gets burned before he can use it. Teasing a Sprout. The only thing left is the bottom. Oh wow, that was not expected. That did not go the way I thought it was going to go. Phoenix is building towards something, but maybe he should have built towards saving his for a buyback actually. Oh, Dire though, they're still here. Remember, there's no Phoenix, there's no Gyrocopter for 40 seconds. This is actually a pretty good time for them to push. Faceless Void though, they need to get him killed before he does anything. Gets hexed out, he is gonna fall. He does fall, he doesn't have buyback either. They might lose, might lose the Nature's Prophet. He can afford to buy back if he wants to though. I think he should actually consider buying back and just go for it. He does buy back. Alright, there's 3 people dead. They need to keep going for this though. Dragon Knight walking into... He did have to go back to the base of the hill. They're going to try to go for this. I am shocked if by this dire victory that I did not see coming at all. I think it's going to be a dire victory at least. And oh, black hole coming out onto a beautiful black hole. This is a black hole that ends it, sucking in many people. And they are going to bring down the Death Prophet. Looks like it's going to be GG. And the... What's the name again? This team, they did really well and were able to just win this. Holy crap. Well, Mega Creep was taken, and I mean, it looks like it pretty much. Enigma going for the refresh, so he's going to have 2 black holes, so as well as 2 BKBs. Well played by Dire. I'm really surprised that Dire took this. I did not think they would be able to. God damn, there's something wrong with my mouse today. Okay. Alright, that's better. Sorry about that. Nice guy, man. And the other game, yeah, I'll be casting the next game. Because these games are like, there's a bunch of them, so I'm going to cast, after this game's over, we're going to see if there's any game that's close to starting, and we'll cast that as well. MKB, I don't know, I'm surprised that Dire took this. It just didn't look like, you know, they had, there was a 10k experience advantage, and, well, kind of 5k, but now it's almost 20k the other way. It is just very unexpected to see the Dire being able to take this. I mean, thanks, man. It's really good to have you here. I feel like nobody really expected Dire victory. I mean, maybe some people did, but I guess it just goes to show it's not over till it's over, and they were really able to take this. What are we gonna be able to do now, though? Phoenix picks up the gem. I'm not quite sure what the gem's gonna do for him, because if he didn't, actually that's really good. It's good to have people to bounce to talk with. I don't understand. If he didn't buy the gem, he'd actually have enough for a buyback, which may not be much, but Radiant team still holding on. This might actually they could still win this. They do have very good heroes to fight against Mega Creep. I mean, you know, they have his Gyrocopter. I wonder if he's kicking himself for the Scally pickup, because I felt like that was definitely not a pickup they should have gone for. Well, they're trying their best, but time we'll have to wait and see. They took Roshan, of course. Who has it? It is going to be the Nature's Prophet. And he also has the double ultimate right now if he needs it. Okay, Dragon Knight just forcing them away. They're just pinging for the throne. Like I said, Radiant team, they're not giving up on this one. That's kind of something. Jump in by the Ursa. Can they do something here? Chronosphere is used on 3 people, but this might actually be really good for them. They can bring down the Ursa. He doesn't have the Aegis on him, but they do lose. He buys back. Nice black hole, but I think that Phoenix Edge, good thing didn't hatch on him, otherwise it would have stopped him. And Scarlet Mage gonna fall again. Looks like GG is called, and well done by the Dire team. I wonder if I can say anything to them. Well, yeah, better not to. I'm just the caster anyway. So, we're gonna go cast.